Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. My name is Naimul. Today, I'm going to show you how you can use SSH and VS Code to connect to your supercomputer. Why would you need a supercomputer? In order to access the computational resources in a supercomputer, you do need to connect to it. So, for AI or artificial intelligence, or any sort of high computation, you generally need a supercomputer to do it. So, in order to connect to the supercomputer, you need a special protocol which is called SSH, or it stands for Secure Shell. So, it's a network protocol that allows you to securely connect to a remote computer and execute commands on it, and also run your code and everything, and save file. So to connect to any remote computer or any remote server, you generally need two things. One is your own credential, your username, password, and another thing is the IP address of the supercomputer or the server. So so for this video, I'm using the Delta supercomputer. So it is located, I think, in University of Illinois, and this computer is designed by NCSA. So let's dive in. So there's two-way you can connect to your supercomputer, and there's other ways as well. More than two ways to connect to your supercomputer. For this video, I'm going to show you the two ways. The first is to use our good old CMD, or command line. So we'll be using the SSH. So usually when you install your Windows, the SSH program, it's pre-built, so you don't have to install any program for for having this command SSH. So if you type SSH and hit enter, it's supposed to show you some options that you can do with SSH. But if it shows that the command is not recognizable, that means that this SSH is not available for you. You can do this same in Linux terminal or Mac. So in order to connect to the Delta computer, so I need two things. One is the IP address. So this is the IP address, and I already know my username. So I'll just write SSH, my username, and Hawk, and IP. It will ask my password, and it's called, I think it's called MFA, multiple factor authentication. So I already used my password. It's taken. It's correct, but it's also sent me a notification in my phone through the app. It's called Duo. So it's asking me. I have set it up, already set it up with NCSS. So I'm choosing one. uh, my bad. I'm choosing one. So it it gave me a notification. So it gave me a notification, and it also showing my IP. Approving. So I'm connected. I'm connected to my supercomputer. Uh, so it's a Linux based supercomputer. So that's why the my command CLA, it's not recognizable. So it's supposed to be clear for Linux. So I can show you my directory and everything, so that you can understand and confirm that I am in the supercomputer. So if I write pwd, which is print current directory. I'm not sure if you can see my screen properly. So if I write pwd, so it's showing me where I am currently. So if I write lh, my bad, it's gonna show me the files and directories that I have in my allocation. So yeah, so this is how you can connect to your supercomputer. So if you want to run anything, if you run any code, you can do it, but you have to write it. You have to transfer the file here, and then you can use Python or any other command to run your script. So this is one way you can connect to your supercomputer. So another way I'll show you is using the VS Code. So it needs a extension which is I think remote SSH. I think, yeah, the remote SSH. First, I'll install this uh, extension. So I think it's installed. Yeah, it's installed. So it's showing me that I have SSH, and for the first time, it will ask for the for your username, uh, then your uh, the IP address, and also everything that I did in the CMD the first time. So if you already install the remote SSH, and then you will see this icon, which is Explorer. So if you go here, for the first time, when you're here for the first time, it will ask you for the IP, your username, password, and everything. So now if I want to connect, I'll click on this button. So yeah, so now it's asking me for my password. So I'm giving my password. Same thing again. Yeah, I have approved. I'll just hit enter here. I'll wait for some time. These are different pop-ups. It's related to GitHub Copilot. So are we connected? Yeah, we are connected, but we do need to access. I do need to access my user, my own allocation, for which I have to give my password again. So after giving the password, I came here and hit detail, which which now is prompting uh, some option to push for the second factor authentication. So next I chose which device I would like my notification to pop up, and I hit approve. I came here again and hit enter, and now I can see all my files and directory uh, on the left side, and I can open up any file here. So if I open a file, for example, I was working with llama model. So if I came here, yeah, this is just a script which is saying hello world. I can choose another script as well, but let's work with this simple script which says hello world. And in order to run this script, I'll need a new terminal, and also for the best way to run your uh, run your script using in the remote computer is using a job file. So I have several job file. So let's use this one. Yeah, and change the name to, I'll change the name here, llama 3 test.py, and the command supposed to be sbatch. So sbatch. If you go to the documentation, you will find every information about this job file and everything, how you can connect to VS Code as well. So you don't have to worry if you you're working with Delta computer, it's the documentation for the Delta computer is really nice. So I am running this job file where I have some dependency, and I have my file name. I'll run using the srun command using Python. So if I hit enter, it says the job is submitted, and if there is a job number. So if I reload, I am supposed to see output for this specific job number. So let's see. So it's not started yet. So there is another way you can access this supercomputer, which is called um, on demand. It's the information about on demand is also given in this documentation. So if I go to the jobs and active jobs, and I'll see that uh, my uh, my job file is queued. That means that the Delta computer is currently busy. It's been using the computer is been using. That's why uh, my script is now in queue. Whenever the status goes from running queued to running, it will start processing my file. So yeah, so that means my, is it the same number? Yeah, it is. So that means it's working. It's I have successfully connected to the Delta computer. So yeah, thank you for watching. So if you guys want similar type of content from me, please write me in the comment. All right. Have a good day.